Hello friends, so today I am going to talk about a very trivial situation that we all come across during different PhD interview or research seminar and all these cases, like from our interviewer or from our audience. So the first thing, like whatever we prepare for our uh, interviewer will ultimately ask some question that we will not know the answer. So that is a very common. From the very beginning you should make yourself mentally prepare for it. And now the page come like how to respond to it. When you don't know the answer, then how you should respond to your interviewer or to your audience in a seminar or in an interview. So the first most important thing is that from my experience, I feel that whenever something I don't know, I just got panic and I think that I should know this one, what I will do now. So I used to think a lot of things about it. Then I go panic, and whatever then they ask, then my mind will go blank. This happens in most of the cases. In most of our cases, this go blank because from the beginning we do not make our mind prepare for it. We think that we will be able to tell everything. That is not the reality. So from the beginning, if we make our mind prepare that yes, in the interview, and it is a very normal, like some of the question we will be able to answer and some of the question we will not be able to answer. So that is from the beginning we should make our mentally we should be prepared. And if we know how to deal with it, then when the situation arises, at that time we will not go panic, right? So this is the idea from for this video also. So the first thing, most important thing is we should remain calm down without go panic, or we can remain calm down. And another most important is that like most important trick here is that we can just take some time. If the interviewer asking any question, or if your audience is asking any question, at the time we can take a pause, we can think about it, then we can come out with a answer or anything idea related to it, anything logic related to the audience ask. So here the most advantage is like once you get some time, you will be able to give a better answer. The another aspect of it is like that your questioner or your interviewer will also be happy that you are taking your time and you are thinking about it and you are giving a better answer. Like they do not expect you to answer quickly. Giving a quick answer is not an advantage. If you continuously keep on trying to give your quick answer, then there is a certain point you will not be able to do it. So from the beginning, if you know the answer to a question, and in that case also do not give it quickly. So if you give it something quickly, then the value of that thing will be obvious. Like they will think, oh, this is just an obvious thing we ask him, so we should ask a more difficult question. So you understand my point, right? So in an interview, if you know something that is a very trivial thing they ask, so you should answer to that question also politely, slowly, like in your pace. Slowly you just explain, sir, I think in this way, this is the thing. Just slowly explain. Do not explain, sir, this is I know, I can just explain within 2-3 seconds. So that is actually not helpful, because if you explain in that way, then interviewer there receive a signal that he just asked a stupid question, so he will then raise his level. So you just maintain a slow pace along across the interview, so that whenever you will get a difficult question also, at the time also you will have time to give a better answer. And taking a pause is a really good thing. There is nothing bad in it. So it like you cannot take a very big pause like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but obviously you can take 30 minutes 45 minute pause as much like in that time. And during the process also, if you are doing any calculation and if you are thinking about it, you can also let them know, sir, I am thinking that in this way I can approach to the problem, and this is another also important thing. So even if you don't know the exact answer, at the time you can tell about how you can approach about it. Most of the time they do not express the exact answer to a question. They want to see how you are going to approach it, how you are going to approach using your existing knowledge. So for example, they ask you something based on their research or based on their expertise. They just ask you a situation, ask you something that what will happen if we apply electric field or we do anything, then what will happen. Then even if you don't know the answer, that no sir, this will go to left, this will go to right, it doesn't matter. But at the time you can explain using your existing knowledge. No sir, according to this principle, if we apply magnetic field, if the particle is like that, I think that it should go in this way. But you know the logic behind it. but you just do not say that vaguely that I think this will happen. Then the next question will be, if you don't tell them the reason, then the next question is they will ask why. If you don't know the reason, if you just tell something randomly without knowing anything, like like we do in a yes or no question. So in some of the yes or no question, if it is a written exam, then you take the risk to tick it, because there will be 50-50 chance. If you give the right answer, then you will get the mark. But here this is not the case. This is a serious problem. If you give give an answer by guessing without any strong logic, then the next question will be why this is happening. Then in that case you will prove yourself that you are just lying, you don't know the answer and you just tell it without knowing it. That is it is a serious problem. Your honesty is most important in an interview, because in a PhD interview or on an audience, this is really important. You cannot cheat your interviewer or your audience. You have to sincere about it. If you really don't know, for example, in my case, some of my interview they asked me about electronics. From electronics they asked me. I really do not have any knowledge for related to electronics thing. So I sincerely tell them that I have never gone deep into these things. I just know this much of thing about it. So I don't know about all these things. So it is perfectly fine. You cannot be honest about it. They also, whoever asking you, if they also go to in a conference or anything, they may come across a lot of questions that they don't know the answer. Some of the question might be very trivial, but they don't know the answer. All of us don't know the answer of everything. So it's completely fine. You can just honestly say that I don't know the answer, but you don't try to cheat them. You will be caught up very soon, because they are intelligent enough to catch you, and it will be a really bad thing to do. So you should stay honest about it, and you can take a pause, you can think about it, and just stay calm. So another most important thing is that whenever they are asking you any question, so you should not just suddenly answer them. You can ask them for clarification. It is a really helpful thing. So if you ask them for clarification, then one thing they will repeat the question, and also along with the question they will give you some hint about it. So it will be much easier for you to give a better answer. So always ask them for the clarification. They will be really happy to explain their question. So but do not give your answer quickly without understanding. So you should always be a good listener, especially when in the interview. So do not answer anything just suddenly for the sake of maintaining the flow. So these are some of the things that I have learned during my PhD interview and also during the research seminar. So I hope these are some of the things you might find useful. And also during your experience also you might have come across some of the ideas, and you might have some experience. You may let us know in the comment section below. So this can be helpful for other people also who are appearing in the interview or research seminar. So, and if you have any query or suggestion, you can also let me know in the comment section below. So wish you all the best, and bye.